Hey y'all, while I'm working really hard on finishing the piece that you requested me to do from the poll I put up on my channel, I am also going to show you a little piece that I finished a while back and have never posted the video on. So this week I'll take you through a redesign of a beautiful antique buffet that had lots and lots of work that needed done, but it turned out excellent. Let me take you to it. I am a definite glutton for punishment. This piece was pretty jacked up, like my daughter would say. That stain was literally added on to the old stain, so it wasn't on there very well. So I had to start by sanding everything, and when I started sanding, I discovered this was tiger wood oak. The sides, however, and some of the drawers were not as lucky, and I had to remove the oak because it was literally falling apart. So I added some raised wallpaper on the sides, which is also paintable, and I finished it off with some caulking to make sure that it adhered well, and it was completely seamless. It turned out amazing. I always choose to apply a pre-stain on any wood that I'm going to be staining, and this is to make sure that the stain does not look patchy or rough or dry on any of the stain tops. For the drawers, the best advice that I can give you when using a wallpaper to cover anything is that you make sure and come back several times to make sure that the edges are attached well. And when I say several times, I allow everything to dry, sometimes overnight, and make sure that when I come back, I actually lift those places myself to double check how attached they are. And in most cases, there's always a little bit that is not. So I'm always double checking, re-gluing, allowing it to dry completely, and then coming back, checking again, and re-gluing again until I get absolutely no raised edges anywhere. You can then, with a lot of confidence, come back and paint and know that when you paint, that paper is not going to be raised at all. This is the drawer that I was able to actually save because the veneer on this one was in very good condition. So I stripped it with stripper, and then I used an after wash to clean it off very well. Look at that beautiful tiger oak wood. It is gorgeous. How could I cover that? But unfortunately, the other drawers were not as lucky, so those had to get covered. Clean this very well, and then I used a stain on it that would have been of the time period for the era of the piece. It's pretty close to that color of the original tiger oak wood. How gorgeous that is. This piece, of course, had all of that stain, so I sanded it well, cleaned it, and then I applied primer and 2 coats of paint. It's 2 coats of primer, 2 coats of paint on everything, including the wallpaper, and sealed everything as well. Here is the wallpaper getting painted. I decided that the sides of the drawers needed an extra oomph, if you will, and I added some gilding wax with a beautiful stencil on the sides. This piece also had a failing mirror, and so I decided to give it a completely new look, stripped all of the mirror effect from it, came back, cleaned the glass very well, did a 50-50 solution with vinegar and water to add some resistance, and then use sprayed on mirror effects. Basically what it does is it creates a mirror for you. This is the same glass that it was on there before, but like I said, I removed all of the old mirror, and then 2 to 3 coats of this mirror effect, and then some black paint on the back of it to give it some depth. Creates the mirror look that you definitely want. I added some beaded caulking in the back to the frame, and then put everything back together, and this is how it looks now, y'all. What do you think? how did I do? This piece ended up selling from my Etsy shop, and I myself drove it to Minnesota. The customer ended up buying an additional 3 pieces from me, so the trip was totally worth it from Texas to Minnesota, and I got to meet my friend up there, one of my friends from Instagram, and I also got to go junking with her and her husband, and it was super fun. But look how beautiful all of the details of this piece are. That wood is showing through. The wallpaper looks amazing on it. I think it added everything that it needed, and I was very happy in the end result. If you guys stayed with me, please subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.